Hey, I just looked back to see if it was like focused, and my hair looks so orange right now. My hair is not that red in real life, okay? I wouldn't even call myself a redhead. It's just the lighting from the windows. How are you doing? I have not filmed a video in so long. I'm in Chicago right now. The Chicago locals are probably so annoyed with Trina Vega. They're just like, we get it. We get that Trina sang a song on a Nickelodeon show about Chicago. You guys don't have to mention it every 5 fucking seconds. While these horns just never stop, everyone grab some
lemon sparkling water.
And just get ready for this video because it's a story time. And now the air's on, so it makes it even more loud. I love that. This video is going to be a story time. I've never really done a story time, but this is a pretty big one, so it's kind of worthy of me telling. And it's from, this story happened in April, and it's about how Katy Perry made me bankrupt. She took all my coins, all my money. It's gone now because of Katy Perry, and I'm going to tell you why. So, thank you. Thank you. It's gone now, so we can tell the story. Let's take it back to April. I was really ugly back in April, wow. Do you see that? Okay, let's get to the fucking point, Tyrell. It was on April 28th. This is when the whole thing started. It was springtime. My family was camping. It was about an hour and a half from my house. My family was camping, and I was going a day later, so I was gonna drive out by myself in my car. A little info on my car, it's old, but it's good because it's a Toyota, and Toyotas are like really good, so like no issues with it. So I was driving, like this was an hour and a half drive, right? Just jamming out to music, then we like hit the crossing guard, like we're about to go to the dirt road. We're getting closer and closer to the camping.
Laughing on a park bench, thinking to myself,
we were doing fine on this dirt road. At this time, I was driving on the dirt road for a while, and I ended up listening to Katy Perry, her One of the Boys CD. I have like a huge thing of CDs in my car. I just happened to pick One of the Boys by Katy Perry because that album is amazing. So I'm pretty sure track 7, was it track 7? Hold on, I'm gonna check what track it is. That was a chair, by the way. It was actually track 8. Track 7 is Hot and Cold, which is a banger, but I was listening to Hot and Cold before this incident happened. So I was listening to track 8. If you can afford me, let's just jam out for a minute, listen to it. So anyways, that was the song that was playing. I was jamming out, and mind you, I was not on my phone at all during this time. I wasn't like Snapchatting me driving. I wasn't on my phone at all. My phone was over there. I was just jamming out, driving on the dirt road. Dirt road. I was driving on the dirt road. On a dirt road, you're probably supposed to go around like 30 miles an hour, right? I wasn't really paying attention because I was jamming out. I wasn't really paying attention to the speed I was going. I didn't think I was going that fast. So I was still jamming out, and I could feel the car start to like, kind of like do this, you know? It was shimmying a bit. Then the car started to like swerve a bit. I was like, shit, okay, jamming session needs to be over. I need to stop this or else something bad might happen. So I like grabbed the wheel, slammed on the brake, and the road like is pretty small, right? A dirt road, and then there's like little patches of like not dirt road. You know how dirt roads are if you're a country folk. If you're not a country folk, the yeehaw camping life is not as bad as you think, I promise you. And this was literally like right before the camp spot where everyone was at. Thank God it wasn't where they could see me because they would have just seen me like swerve. And so I got out of the car and I looked around to see if there was anything. There wasn't. My car was like scratched in the front a little, but nothing bad. I was fine. So I'm driving on this road, right? It's going a little too fast, you could say, and as you can see, oh my god, I hit the barbed wire fence a tad bit, but like, we're good. We just kind of like hit a bad rock. Oh my god. I got back in the car, I was just like shaking up, because that was like my first minor little swerve car crash. So I was like, okay, we need to chill out. I turned Katy Perry down, just backed out, slowly drove without like any music. So I pulled into the campsite, I walked up and everyone was like, hey. And my mom, she looked at the car and she was like,
Did you get in a wreck or something, like on the way here? Like what happened? Like that was not there before. Those scratches on the front of your car were not there before. I need answers.
And I was like, no, Mom, nothing happened. I'm fine.
I'm here, my car's here, we're doing great.
Nothing happened. I don't know why I didn't just say it, like I swerved a little. I did tell her after though that I hit a barbed wire fence. The next day, like we camp, everything's fine. I go out the next morning and my front left tire. And I was like, shit. I tell my mom, I'm like,
my tire's flat. Like, I don't know why my tire's flat. I think it was probably just like the dirt road.
I must have hit like a sticker. It pumped up fine, and then a few hours later, we're down again. So we were like, okay, there's a hole in the tire. So we had to replace it with the spare, and that's what I drove home with. We went to Big O Tires to just get my tire, like my one tire, like pumped back up again and fixed all good. This was like after the camping trip. This is like probably like on a Tuesday, and the guy was like,
You're probably gonna want to get all 4 tires replaced. They're kind of like messed up, like this rim is bent in the back, there's a rim bent over there. You just might want to get all 4 tires replaced.
and I was like, so we looked at the new tires, and I had to pay like $700 then right there. Then we were good, right? My tires are good now for about a week. I'm just driving, you know, with my tires being good. I was driving home from school one day, and I didn't really like drive straight home. I kind of explored. I got some coffee. And in Payson, Utah, where I used to live, the roads aren't very good there. So I hit a pothole. I hit a pothole, and it was like a bad pothole, and my front tire hit it, and I was like, ooh, that sounded expensive.
And this is what's crazy. When I hit the pothole, the one of the boys' album was playing again.
Like, I switched it multiple times in between when I was driving, but when I hit the pothole, it was the one of the boys' album playing again. So I drove home, and then I went out later that night. The tire was flat again. This
Brand new tire.
was flat. Had all new tires, replaced them all, and it was flat again. I just spent almost $800 on these new tires. I did get a warranty though. So we replaced the front tire with the spare again. I go on for a few days, and my mom was like,
You need to go back to Big O Tires and get it, or else if something else happens, you're probably gonna have to replace the tires again, and then you'll have to spend more money.
and I'm a person like, I don't like talking to people that I don't know, especially a car place. I don't know about tires. I'm not like, I love trucks. Look at my Dodge Cummins. No. So I went back, got it replaced, but then the guy was like,
Your alignment is bent.
and I was like, I don't know what that means. He wanted me to spend extra money, and I think my alignment was fine. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna spend any extra money. I already spent almost $800 on a new set of tires like a week ago, and now I'm back here because the tire's flat, because you obviously didn't set my tires up correctly.
Hey, I just spent so much money on you, so you better be nice to me.
This thing better drive as smooth as my ass, because, ooh, okay. I am not disappointed. Worth the cash? Worth the bankruptcy? Maybe. Fuck you, Katy Perry. I'm just kidding, unless you don't make another album like Teenage Dream or One of the Boys. The other ones just cannot do it. Fast forward to June. Everything's been fine, everything's been good. There's a carnival a few towns over. Me and Chloe, we were driving to the carnival. We drove there, we parked, and it was fun. We go to the carnival, which was so expensive, by the way. They like raised the prices. It was... Anyway, we came back and got in my car, and at the carnival we met up with Chloe's cousin Olivia and then Chloe's cousin's friend Riley. So we were gonna drive to Riley's house. We were just gonna put my car there, then we were gonna go with them to this huge party on our way to Riley's house. And I felt my steering wheel, like, it kept like going left, and then I didn't want it to go left. I was like, what the hell? Like, my car's acting weird right now. Riley's house was pretty far away. When we stopped there, we got out of the car, my tire is flat. And I was like, what the f***? What the hell? Why is my tire flat now? I didn't hit any potholes this time. Nothing happened. We were like, guys, My tire's flat. It's about like 11 p.m. at this time. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to drive home with this flat tire. Like,
I don't know what to do.
it was super flat. Olivia and Riley wanted to go to the party, so we were like, okay, you guys can go to the party, it's fine, we'll try and fix the tire situation. And they were like, okay, there's like a gas station like really close by that you can pump up your tire there. So we slowly backed out of her house, and we were going literally like 3 miles an hour. The gas station was like a mile away. We were like, we're not gonna make it to this gas station. So now we're trapped in the middle of a street. It was like 11:30 p.m. Everyone was sleeping.
So we left the carnival and my tire started, like, when we drove it was weird, so we were like, what the hell? And then we pulled up to our friend's house and we realized that once again my tire is flat, so now we're stranded like in the middle of nowhere.
SOS.
Then this guy came. This minivan like pulled in the road that we were stranded on, and he drove past us. We were like sitting on the back of my car like, we're f***ed. So this van just drives past us, and then he kind of stops. And we were like, what's going on? And he turns around. He's like, oh, what's wrong? Like, I can totally help you with that. He said he lived like right by where we were. So he tried helping us. I'm just gonna sum it up. He didn't help us. He actually broke some of the tools in the back of my car. So he left.
Such a fun night.
So we call Olivia and Riley, and Riley's like, oh, well, my dad's still awake, like he can come out and come fix the tire. We pick up all the tools that the guy in the van messed up, and we slowly back into the driveway. And Olivia and Riley were still at the party, so we were just sitting in Riley's driveway.
So we're stranded at our friend's house. We're just gonna have to leave the car overnight because the man who tried to help us couldn't. So don't get your tires fixed at Big O, because they just...
We were about to go to this party with this super hot guy. Like, they're like Instagram famous hot.
So hot.
and then
Oh
we
my
had to
God.
take care of the tire like a responsible young adult.
We were in her driveway with my flat tire, and her dad wasn't coming out. We had no idea what to do. We were like calling her mom, because it was almost 12 at this point. We were like, my tire randomly got flat. We don't know what to do. The dad didn't come out for a while, so we were just like, we're just gonna have to leave my car here. We're gonna come pick it up the next morning or something. Chloe's mom comes and gets us. While Chloe's mom was on her way there, Olivia and Riley came back from the party, and they were like, oh yeah, that looks bad. That tire doesn't look good. Riley actually got her dad out. Riley's dad came out right before Chloe's mom came. By this time, it was like 12:30. Her dad helped fix the tire, and we were all just kind of watching him. We've never met this guy before. What a good first introduction, right? While fixing the car, my car flipped, scratched up their driveway cement, but he was like, oh, it's totally fine. We finally replaced it with the spare tire at like 1:30, and I followed Chloe and her mom home. We made it home at like 2 o'clock, and I was like, sorry Riley, sorry Riley's dad, just met you guys today and dented your driveway. Dad fixed my flat tire at 1 in the morning. So yeah, he fixed the tire, and then I had to go back to Big O. And this was 2 weeks before I had to move to Oregon. That just added on the stress. It was just perfect timing for everything. From the end of April to the beginning of June, so a month's time. I had to go there 3 times. And the third time was for no reason at all. We had no idea what happened on that carnival night. Ever since, my car's been fine. Her name's Betty. It's a white car, so like Betty White. So Betty White's doing good. She has her complications, but she's old. But she's thriving. So that's how Katy Perry made me spend $1,000. So f*** you, Katy Perry. Kidding. Love you, girly. I forgive you. And Big O, I shouldn't have had to go to you 3 times. That's it for this story time. Thank you for everyone who was involved in this story so that I can tell it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get Chick-fil-A, walk around in Chicago, because do you see what I'm wearing right now? This deserves to be walked around in Chicago. I'm gonna put these boots on. I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna try to film a lot more. Oh my god. These look so good. Okay, I'm done ranting. You're probably done listening.